our first patch of off-road. We got about 42 kilometers of this. See, I'm on your right. I'm coming ahead, I'm on your left. Oh, this is Asif, there's your truck on the left. Yeah. Hill climb for you. Do you want to do it? Oh no? Skipping it? Boys, do you want to try that hill climb? What about you two? Do you want to try it? Right. So yeah, the lads are a bit worried. It's actually not too bad at the minute, this one. Right, I'll cut you further up if it gets any bad or not. Just when I started recording, you went straight past me. I'll go, Jung. Right, so we just completed our first off-road section. Right guys, just thought I'd do a small update. We are currently at 1:15. We see these little towns, but I tell you what, they've got some good vehicles. We've got just under 3 hours left to our destination. The pace has slowed down, but the road's starting to get better now. So the Africa twins are finally getting a move on. Between these get these little villages like this. Like this one, for example, is called, I can't pronounce that. We're all around half a tank of fuel. The station we did pass. Oh, it's not really windy. The station we did pass didn't have any petrol, only diesel and CNG. So we are hoping we find some pretty soon, about 2 months good. But we are getting up to some nice twisties at last. So that's all good. Some hairpin turns for the boys coming up. I like them, I don't. Asif was turning into a bit of a changed man, so just to get a bit of Asif back out again, I've sent him on a bit of a challenge. What's coming loose? Oh, tighten it up. They stopped. Oh shit, I don't have. Asif's looking at this route. I don't think he's going to be doing it. Is it Sunday? I don't think you're going to do it on that bike, Asif. I was just kidding. Okay, go for it then. We just stopped because someone's... Okay. I don't know if the GoPro will pick him up, but I'm sure Z zoomed in. There you go, look at that. Asif's the man. Oh. He's done, he's at the top, almost. It's gonna get difficult, that patch there though. Is it getting steeper? Oh, you still got traction? See, look at that, he literally drove up the side of a mountain, bro. He's up. That's it, you done? That's it. How was it? Yeah. Oh shit. Did I can manage it on my road tires? Right. Road tires, yeah? Right, come on then. You're going as well. How attempt it? Just for the fuck of it, let's go. Right, so Asif saying let's do it, but let's give it a go. Oh yeah, I'm here, bro. I can't hear Asif anymore. Asif's long gone. It's not too bad, Asif, yeah. But here we are. I'm in first. I've got traction, yeah. It's actually not too bad, guys, you know. Up to this point where I am, it's not too bad. This part's getting a bit rocky now. All the way. Okay. Oh shit, I can't. I've not got the angle. I probably won't get going now either with the weight. Are you boys coming or are you staying? No, yeah. I was just, yeah. It was actually alright. Yeah, I had GoPro on. I just wanted to try it with the full luggage system on. So as you can see, me and Asif, we literally drove up the side of this hill. It's getting a bit tougher, but I think that is the top. This is what it's all about. Fully loaded bikes off-road on that steep hill climb. I don't know what Jhanghir and Zee are going to do, but let's walk back down and take a look at them. Unless I can get traction here. And stand up, there we go. I've got my traction. Went up. Oh, I think that's it. Asif? I think that's it. Nowhere else to go. Bike stuck. No chance I'm getting this bike through there. Let's put a rock under it and see what's ahead. There we go. Got a rock under it. Let's just walk this little patch. It's really soft now. Soft ground that bike's digging in. Even if I was to hold this line, getting big boulders ahead here. Oh yeah, this was the end of the road. Anyway, this was definitely the end of the road. It leads to nowhere. There's Asif's bike down there. My bike's there. And them boys should be down here somewhere if they're attempting it. Sorry if I'm breathing hard. Off-roading is hard work. Still can't see them. Pretty much, yeah, this is it. No, there's nothing here. You can't ride this. This is just big boulders everywhere. You can probably tell the fact that I'm not going in a straight line. Yeah, end of the road. This is end of the road. Where I've stopped is the end of the road. Over here, yeah, you can. But what to do when you're going to turn it, come onto your right hand side and swing it up the hill so you're facing upwards and reverse it. And yeah, you can ride up here easy. Sakin leaking na bella because you literally just walk down and then walk back up again. Have a breather and then think about it. See, the problem with me is this is soft ground as well, so oh, fuck's sake. I'll try to free myself. You were breathing until then. No, that big rock is still behind me. No, I've got a big rock behind me. And then full lock it here. Right, I'm free. I'm out. No, I'm out. I'm okay. I'm on the right side. Right, so I managed to free my bike. Now we're going back down the hill. I got watery eyes with the wind, which is a help. But it's okay. Because We're going back down. As you can see, the altitude we climbed, just for reference. Which side? This side looks cleaner. Get onto this side. Right, from here, keep this line. From here, I'm going to go over to the right. No, I'm making sure still got traction. Right, over to this side. Who's that? Jhanghir, is that you? Right, I'm going to move over. Asif, just stop and move on to the side. Ahmed, Zee's coming up. There you go, Zee's on it. That's it, Zee. Just keep that momentum. If you need to slow down, use your clutch and give it some throttle. Keep the throttle going so you don't stall it. First gear should get you up all the way, nice and easy. So here you can see Zeeshan soldiering it, attempting the hill climb. Look at that, look at that, making it look nice and easy. That's it. Keep the momentum. If you need to readjust throttle, clutch in. Keep the throttle going so you can let out quickly if you need to. Don't stop where you are. Zee's coming up. Right, I'm carrying on. Jhanghir, have you got your bike up? Wicked. Downhill, I don't know if the gearbox will hold it or not. I don't know if the gearbox will hold the bike or not. Oh, it's held it, it's fine. Oh, but I can't get side stand down. No, it's not holding. Do you see that jump? Yeah, I'll go a bit further down. Right, this is a look at spot here. Let's try it here. Actually, no. I'm not going to hold it there either. Let's go on this side. Yeah, that's compressed. Is the bike going to hold or not? That's the question. No, it's not going to hold. See, Jhanghir. It's rolling forward. Finally, Asif was on the wrong path. I finally brought him back into the light. And here he goes again. He's on 50-50 tyres. The ground is fairly loose. Can you get the traction to get up? Yes, he has. There you go. He made it look easy. Okay. Again, Asif, traction-wise, can I do that with road tyres? Yeah. Oh, that bit there. Okay, let's just get up there then, boys. He's basically saying come this side here. This side, boys. Oh, this is slippy shape, huh? The ground is soft. And hurry up, get your pegs straight up. Keep your revs up. Revs up. That's it. That's it, you're done, bro. Junk, there's a tractor coming. Junk, before you put your before you put your bike down, just wait. Let me get a rock. Let me get a rock. Let me get a rock. Don't put your bike down. Let me get a rock. Because actually, you know what? If you can drive here, bro, put your bike down here on that. It's soft ground. There we go. That's it. It should be okay now. Yeah. Sorted. Jug, come this way now. Come towards me. Look at me. Don't. That's it. Keep the revs up. That's it. That's it. Oh no, it's too slow. You can't park there, sir. That was too slow. Way too slow. Oh shit, no. Oh yeah, I am actually. Get on the front brakes, Asif. No, hold the front brake in as well. Yeah, hold the front brake in, I can put weight on here. There we go. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and up! And up, there we go, perfect. I still personally think, Asif, more run up. Because he's gonna go slow from here. It's soft ground, his wheels gonna start doing this, he won't get the momentum, he's just gonna fall there again. If you feel you're breaking too much traction, just quickly blip the clutch. So in, out, try to get the traction again. So if you start spinning, clutch in, clutch out. Yeah, I've got hold of it. I had the bike. Again, I'll say go more back. Yeah, go more back. He's not gonna get the run up he needs. Go back first. I reckon you should be okay, Jung. All you need to remember is aim for the top. Don't think I'm not gonna make it to the top, because you will not make it to the top. Aim for the top. Don't look at where you need to go. Once you hit them rocks there, because you slipped out before, you will start getting traction. There's traction there, them rocks. This bit you might struggle a bit. There you've got traction. He's going to record you. Make it to the top. But the jug is going for round 2. Revs high on the pegs. That's it. He's up, bro. He's up. He's up. Jung, don't put the bike down on the side stand. Wait till we get there. Hold the bike upright. Otherwise, it'll dig in. There you go. He made it look easy second time. Right. So we're done the off-roading bit. Now it's time to go back down again. Is anything coming? Junk, if you can't get your bike a bit out of the road, just because if something comes fast from behind and fast from the rear at the same time, because they're coming over the brow of the hill you see at the top. Stop. But the condos will carry on to the next town and have some lunch, even though it's actually 3:15. We are getting a bit hungry, but so you know what, let's get some more vibes out of there. We can sit down, have some lunch, and then we'll carry on to the next destination. It's very windy still, as you can see, with quite high up altitude, pretty flat altitude. It is quite flat. Mountain, as you can see there, the mountain in the background. That's what the views will look like. It is. Sat nav is saying 2 hours to our destination. We're hoping within the next 30 minutes we can go to the town, stop ourselves and two of the lads have just left Cappadocia. They probably won't be messing around. Stupid. Plenty of them, all them red lights and everything. Yeah, I was gonna say, what a difference, man. I know he's gonna have to catch up to us first. Yes, and just say to him, you know that after that hard corner, all the I tell you what, it's suddenly changed the views and everything, hasn't it? Just like that, boom. Yeah, just one bend and it's all lush and green. No problemos. I bet you if I say to Asif now, can you see that hill on the right? Should we ride up there? He'd probably turn around and say, yeah, I'm going for it. I brought him back to the dark side. Amazing. 103. 1 hour 43. It is 3:41. Yep. It's saying we'll get there at 5:30. Yes, 5:30. So good time today. You know, most of the route is like this, and we're maintaining 80 miles an hour. We're doing currently 121 kilometers per hour. So we can potentially knock it off in less than an hour if we wanted to. Still got an hour and a half to go. I just stopped there because the views were absolutely amazing. As you can see, opening up down into the valleys at the bottom there, the mountain capped mountains there at the back of the peaks. Absolutely brilliant. So I just thought I'd get the drone now, film a bit of the guys. I've not got the best drone. It's only a small drone, and it's quite windy. So the batteries, it's literally wasting the batteries in about 5 or 6 minutes. So it's not the best. It's okay. It's alright. It does the job to an extent. But the biggest issue with the drone is the signal. It uses it's the old Mavic Air I've got, and it does use a lot of battery. Oh, it's a lot of battery. It's actually smaller battery. The battery is not the best to begin with, and it uses the old Wi-Fi technology. So the signal is not the best either. I mean, places up here it'll be absolutely fine. But because it is a small drone, a lightish drone, it's not got the power to break through. When it gets really windy, it's like now I was trying to get it back to me, and yeah, it was just getting blown all over the place and really struggling to get back. Literally at some point just moving to the next almost. 1 or 2 miles an hour at some points. But it's okay, it's so good. Get some nice corners coming up now. It's nice. I like this. I think we've got I think the route's going to be like this now for the next few miles. Potentially another 40-50 kilometers maybe. So that's good. I've got a bit of catching up to do with the other guys because they've probably got a 15-minute window on me now. Because obviously once they left after I stopped filming them, I had to get the drone back to me. Pack it all up, sort myself out. Yeah, let's set for getting it. No big deal. I don't mind this all night. And look at this. Look at the views. This is good. I tell you what, Turkey's not disappointing. Apart from the wind. But yeah, views wise, it is really not disappointing. Open, empty roads. Tarmac quality is quite good. Temperature at the minute is May. It's not cold. It's probably what I'd describe as normal UK riding weather. So UK season weather. So it's good. Good enough. A bit colder than usual because of the high winds we're dealing with here. But I'll tell you what, it's good. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. That village is opened up there. Anyway, we are, like I said, about an hour and a half away, so the plan was get some food on the next passing village, but without actually physically going into a village like that, so we've still not passed through a village. Every one we've done so far has been on the outskirts, like that. So I think it's just onwards at the minute. Unless they decide to stop some they're not really services anymore, they're just petrol stations. So unless they decide that, you know, let's stop for some petrol stations, it's carrying on at the moment. So yeah, over the right. But yeah, I was gonna cut it there, but you're getting some nice twisties in. Obviously, again, like I said, the camera won't show how much the bike is actually dented because of the lens model missing. I think I'll just put the beat on the video and so you get the message. It's obviously, I'm quite hungry now. I mean, we've had breakfast in the morning just after 8 o'clock or 20 past 8. It is now hitting nearly half, 18 minutes past 4 it is at the minute. So I am quite hungry, but if they decide to stop, then stop. If not, I'll stop. I'm not with them now anyway, so it makes no difference. But yeah, let's see what happens. I'll keep watching this all day. got the GoPro on sooner, I've literally just driven through this lovely little village. Absolutely beautiful. Just wonders what you think the peaceful life these guys must live. Look at it, look at the views. This is the views they wake up to every single day. Just heaven and earth, isn't it? It's brilliant. I caught up with the other boys. I think they found a restaurant or something here potentially for some food. Maybe. Where are we going, Asif? Up or okay, yes, here. Where are we eating? There's Doner Kebab, Yilmaz. Yeah, there's one bike down there. Let me know when you parked. Okay, you're parked. Angie? I know, yeah, I need to go as well. Right, we're here for some food. And there's a lovely village I'm just describing, so let's get some food and carry on. Right, so we stopped for a quick spot of the lunch, I should say, even though it was really late in the evening. At the time, 6:15. And we were heading to the Dark Canyons, but the issue is we're really struggling with hotels around there. We spent probably better off almost an hour just to trying to find some hotels, obviously with no luck. So what we have now decided is we're going to a different place. Can't remember exactly what it's called. So now we are heading out there. We managed to find 2 rooms, so obviously we're just going to make adjustments for tonight and share the 2 rooms between us. Originally we were thinking of going by the Dark Canyons, but I did an extra hour of work in the room. So we will be doing that tomorrow now on our way to Urgent. I think the sun starts setting and one of the locals there told us that if possible we just avoid that area on the right because it is dangerous for the ride drops. So I thought we'll head there. So currently 64 kilometers. So currently 64 kilometers away from our destination. We should be there in an hour, easy. Once we get back. Are we? No, we're not going through the tunnel. The tunnel's not actually constructed. They're actually making the tunnel. I thought we were going through it. We're coming here. Yeah, construction got going on there. So they're probably in the process of opening up a new road there. on the surface, I wouldn't, because I'm feeling my bike sliding. I can feel it skipping. Yeah, that's why I've not noticed I've slowed down compared to I was riding before. When I'm pushing it hard, I can feel the bike's like edging out, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like shifting outwards. So that's why I'm taking it easy in case it just has a fucking washout. Another tunnel they make there, yeah. Yeah, it might be a continuation of that one. Yeah. These boys are converted now. Asif's going up biking now. He's taking up Hammam. It's a good thing I didn't go hot into that corner. He was overtaking that fucking tractor on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, why do you think I started swearing? So Asif's driven down this valley to do a bit of off-roading, but the surface has turned out to be a lot more slippier than he thought. A lot more difficult than he originally anticipated. Now we are finding a route for him to come back out again. I'm with him, bro, don't worry. Asif, line it up. Are you gonna go back up, or are you gonna try to find a way out from here? Yeah, man, power on, yeah, and come out. So line it up. Power out, straight up here. Yeah, this is easy. Hold all the way up here and come to a stop here, and then we'll figure out this next bit for you. That's it, good lad. There you go, perfect. Power on. Perfect, a little bit of air. Perfect. Right, it's pretty much uphill from here. Straight up there. Oh, through that ridge there to get on top of there. But what's over there? Let me go take a look for you. This is very soft stuff, Asif. Almost sand-like. You say this ridge, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let me see first. That's what I'm going to see. It's another dip, Asif. It's very soft and it just carries on going further down. I can't see. I think, hold on. Stay there, don't do anything. Because we need to get you out of here. Oh, we'll get him out, don't worry about that. Okay, Asif, big problem. There's a climb about this high on soft stuff. So it's a step / climb. And now you can potentially get up it, but you're gonna have to hold a lot of speed and attack it at the right point. There's a break in it. It's basically as if you've got this there about this high, but in it at one point There's a breakage like this, but more flat, enough for your bike to get through. Which way? No chance. Not a chance. Not a chance to get out that way. Gradient's too high. Basically, it is soft. Actually, you know what? It might be too soft to get traction, Asif. It's way it's proper powdery, bro. Actually, no, you're not getting out of here. Not this way. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, I'm sinking in. This is powdery stuff, bro. Right, Asif, you're not getting out of there. And we need to find a route which basically flattens out onto that bit. The way you came. Is it laughing at us, yeah? Okay, so just to update, we managed to get Asif's bike out. Took a while, took a few different routes, but we managed to get it. Now we're on our way, 30 minutes out to our next destination, to our hotel. But yeah, Asif is as crazy as they come. I can assure you, people on 250s or the 150s dirt bikes will think twice about dropping it down into that valley. What Asif's done on his fully loaded Africa Twin. I think these are the new roads they're making coming through the tunnel. They'll join back on here. Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan. It's starting to get a bit dark. We should really be there before it gets full dark. Unless the sun pretty picked up speed going down. But yeah. Oh, there's a nice river flowing at the bottom as well. Yeah, I'm recording, bro. Let me get my visor down as well. There we go. Now I can see better. Should the camera can see better. Oh, they stopped. Yeah, let's just carry on. What's happened? Non-starter. Okay. Is it giving you drive? Right, park up then, let it cool down. Right boys, we're here for about 15-20 minutes now, enjoy. Yeah, don't move then, let it cool off. It's probably overheated from all the off-road section, and then you pushed it again. So just leave it, let it cool down. It's giving you drive, so park it up for 20 minutes. Let the clutch cool down. It'll be fine. Yeah. Just park it up. Right, boys? I don't want to say this, but Suta time. Again.
The thingy got too hot, the clutch started slipping, so they let it cool for about 10-15 minutes to go back on it, and they were all
These guys did a break.
Wait, don't you guys want to hurry up and go? No.
Anyway, you know once it's recovered, Asif,
It's impossible one.
I give the easy one. He went, no. I did. No, it's actually more difficult to do to get. You have to just go where the bike wants you to go, unfortunately, yeah. Sometimes that is true.
You know, us off-roaders, we understand.
Guys, time is now approaching 8:15. We want a few more slowdowns because Asif's bike, obviously the clutch plates are overheating. So we want to, as soon after moving off, we stopped again, and then we've decided, we've stopped again, and then we've decided after about 15-20 minutes that they should be okay now, because we only had another 15 kilometers to cover. We are only about 500 meters away now. To conclude the video for today, we finally got into Arapgir, where we stayed the night. We were looking around Kemiliye because we wanted to do the dark canyons, but unfortunately there was no hotels around there. Or there is hotels, but they were all shut, or they had zero availability. So we are currently here in Arapgir in Millat Hotel. You can see a nice, lovely courtyard here for us to enjoy. One of the lads is still upstairs, and two of them we're expected to get here around midnight. So yeah, that's our day. It's been a rather good day, easy day. At some points interesting. Oh, there's alarms going off. But overall, it's been a relatively good day. We've got these guys doing some off-roading today, so they're quite happy with it.
Yeah, I think I'm a pro off-roader now.
Yeah, he's definitely a pro. Definitely a pro. It's on. It's recording. I've got it set to turn off after.
Okay. Yeah, we just can't find enough off-roading things to do, man. Yeah, anything we see, we just go over the mountain, under the mountain,
Yeah,
water.
that's the one.
Easy. These guys are just learning off us, yeah. We can share some of Asif's videos. He's struggled a bit.
God, yeah.
But yeah, that was a little lesson for him. But if I went there, I would have had a field day. I would have been all over the place.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
enjoyed it, yeah. But yeah, we got through it. with Asif. We had to push him out.
Pretty much, we had to push him out. Asif, what do you want to say about the experience you had?
I don't think he wants to talk about it.
No comment. Right. No comment on that one, right? We leave it at that one. Right. See you tomorrow.